I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So here we go. We got some more commotion from Sports Illustrated and some Vikings media. This right here is exactly what I'm talking about, what I'm speaking about, things I am opposed to, fake news, fake stories, BS rhetoric, trying to paint an image, portray a narrative within the Minnesota Vikings organization, even if it's false news, right? Let's say Dallas Turner sees it. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get to it. Dallas Turner, Sports Illustrated, and some Vikings media says the Vikings regret trading up for Dallas Turner, regret drafting him, et cetera, et cetera. You know how people talk. You know how these so-called experts and analysts, most of them never took a hike of a football, played football a day in their damn life. Get up there capping and yapping, talking. Most of them don't even watch the Vikings play, have never seen a Vikings game, right? Have never seen Dallas Turner take one snap on the field. Period, dog. Don't know any of his stats, et cetera, et cetera. You dig me? You get my drift? So it's a lot of talking. Then we go to the media side of it, the internet, View, Clout, Guapino, beat writers trying to just write a story that sticks, that people listen to, that people read, observe. You dig me? You get my drift? You know the realm, dog. You know the vibes, huh? But this is straight piss poor lies. I'm going to get into the article in a minute. How can you sit here and say that the Vikings regret drafting Dallas Turner? Period. We've seen nothing from Dallas Turner to say that. You can't make a judgment off of him from last year, his first season. Are we going to ignore his big plays, his flash plays? Did he have some bad plays? Hell yeah, who didn't, dog? But sit here and say he's a bust or he will be a bust or he wasn't worth the Vikings trading up for. How can you sit there and say that comfortably and convincingly? That's what I'm talking about, dog. Propaganda, painting the wrong narrative, trying to cause division. Because Dallas Turner could see this and say, hey, boom, this is how they really feel. Why this story out there? Even though Kevin O'Connell, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah, that probably never came out their mouth, never will be uttered out their mouth. But beat writers just doing what beat writers do, correct? Trying to cause friction within the community of the Vikings, within the organization of the Vikings. But I get it. That's their job. But dang, can they not be allowed to just put out any fake news, say anything? Can they be held accountable to something? Something, dog? Can their story, their section have some truth to it? Period, dog. They can do whatever the hell they want with no repercussions, ramifications. Huh? You hear me, dog? That's why it's rigged. People talk about the NFL is rigged. No, are you kidding me? Kidding me? Seem like this whole media is rigged, dog. Period. Huh? Especially Vikings media. Oh, yeah, I done peep game on Vikings media. Even in the algorithm on the YouTube. You hear me, dog? On the Minnesota Vikings search hashtag, they show certain ones first. Every now and then they throw other channels in there. But majority of the ones who are so-called at the top, you see them all day, all night, dog. Period. Getting pushed. Then some of the smaller channels who nut ride them, dog. You hear me? Trying to get some clout and views and stamps from them. Kiss they ass, nut ride them, dog, et cetera, et cetera. So they throw them in there. Yeah, they throw other channels in there, but come on, bruh. Talk about NFL rig. Check everything. Check the real facts. Period. You hear me, dog? Period, man. They push certain channels heavy, bro. Yeah, get away with it. Just like these beat writers talking about, oh, the Vikings may regret trading and drafting Turner. What? What did he do or not do last season to say that, to be able to say that, bro? Huh? For that to even be allowed to be written, put it on the internet, posted, dog. It's not right, incorrect. You're disrespecting a man, putting the work in, who was a rookie. You're disrespecting a man, right, who's fighting to prove himself, prove the doubters wrong, set a standard, make it in the NFL, period. Does he have things to work on? Hell yeah. Every player does in the NFL, especially rookies or players coming off of rookie seasons. Yeah, bruh. But to sit here and try to paint the picture like he's just a horrible player, like he performed badly, like he's not up to par. Are you kidding me? He get more rhetoric thrown at him, said about him, than Lewis Seen did round yonder. Huh? Already. And he coming off of year one. You hear me, dog? And had a pretty legit year for a rookie. Wasn't great, spectacular, but he contributed. Damn, can the man develop? Oh, I get it. Just because he's from Bama, he was a first round pick. Boom, out the gate automatically. He's supposed to be a Pro Bowl, et cetera, et cetera. It takes time for certain players. Every player doesn't develop at the same level, at the same amount of time, dog, in the same amount of time, period. That's why you see certain players have their breakout years, 4 years, 5 years into the NFL, into their career. Everybody don't grow the same, dog, period. Understand the game, get acquainted to the speed the same, bruh. Are you kidding me? But these experts, these so-called analysts, beat writers, can say whatever they want. Dallas Turner, let him grow. Can you give him a year, a full off season? Huh? Can he develop? Can he learn the game, the system? Can it slow down for him a little bit? Can he get some congratulations with how he performed for being a rookie? You hear me, dog? The flashes he showed, the potential he has, the high upside. If he stays focused, works on his craft continuously, stays out of trouble, keeps the right ones around him, because we see clearly it's evident how quickly things can go left when the wrong ones is around you, dog. No cap. You hear me? Period. So as long as he keeps all that in order, he'll be good, bro. He has the potential to be great elite. These beat writers, dog, say whatever they want. Disrespectful at times. Never held accountable for nothing. They can be wrong all year. All year. Get away with it. Nobody says nothing. I get it. We see the plot. We see the play. Let's get into this weak article real quick, man. Yeah, weak ass article. You hear me? I ain't even read it yet, man. We at the beginning of it. Let's get it. Matter of fact, give me 1 second, bro. Come on, stop the cap, man. We got to stop the cap round yonder sometime, somewhere. Do the Vikings regret process that led to Dallas Turner and decimated draft capital? Oh, man. A pair of trades made by the Vikings last offseason are the main reason why they have so few picks heading into this year's drafts. The Vikings are less than a week away from kicking off a critical NFL draft, one where they need to add impactful young talent despite currently possessing the weakest collection of picks of any of the league's 32 teams. Disrespect again. Minnesota has just 4 selections at its disposal right now: a first rounder, number 24, a compository third rounder, number 97, a fifth, number 139, and a sixth, number 187. They'll almost certainly trade down at least one pickup additional capital, but it's not a desirable position for a front office to be in. Well, guess what, bro? It is what it is. You hear me? And the Vikings are ready. The Vikings are prepared. Period. Is it ideal? Hell no, but let's work it. Let's get it. Cook, Quasi, cook. You hear me? Cook, Quasi, cook. Believe that. How the Vikings ended up in this position mostly has to do with 2 trades they made last offseason. In mid-March of 2024, GM Quasi Adolfo-Mensah gave up his 2025 second rounder and a late round pick swap to move up from 42 to 23 in a deal with the Texans. That move, well ahead of the draft, was ostensibly done to give the Vikings more attractive ammo in case they needed to move up for a quarterback. Ostensibly, my bad. Got to get it right. The move to get to 23 was about optionality. Adolfo-Mensah said this week it was about maybe a perceived gun to head, need at a certain position, and never wanting to be in that place. In addition to wanting to be the last call if anybody was considering a trade, which again, I think we executed in that regard. As draft night unfolded, the Vikings only ended up moving up 1 spot from number 11 to number 10 to land J.J. McCarthy as their hopeful franchise quarterback of the future. Then, with an unprecedented run and offensive players to start the draft, resulting in some talented defensive prospects falling, they made another move. They gave up a 2024 fourth rounder, a 2025 third rounder, and a 2025 fourth to go up from 23 to 17 and take Alabama edge rusher Dallas Turner, who is projected by many analysts as a top 10 pick. Bet, let's get it. So in total, they gave up their second, third, and fourth round picks in 2025, plus a 2024 fifth to go up from 42 to 17 and land Turner. Well, obviously, they wanted him. Obviously, deep down, Flores, Quasi, O'Connell even seen something in Dallas Turner and rock and roll with it and made the decision. And I'm not mad at it. Like I say, you still got to see how Turner pans out. That's why they're so low on capital in this draft. A year later, those moves haven't aged particularly well. Though it's still far too early to judge, Turner was stuck behind Pro Bowl outside linebackers Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel, as well as fourth-year player Pat Jones II. As a rookie, playing just 310 defensive snaps, he finished the year with 12 pressures, 3 sacks, and an interception. I mean, do you expect every rookie to play? Does every first-round rookie start automatically, homie? This is the NFL. Guys who have been waiting, guys who have been developing, who are getting better. Pat Jones was really good this year, and Dallas Turner even started over him a couple times later in the season. But like I say, dog, 310 defensive snaps, 12 pressure, 3 sacks, and an interception. He dealt with injury as well. Just disrespectful, man. Sitting here bashing a dude, a rookie at that. Saying crazy stuff like this. Regret what? Regret what? Obviously, they wanted him, period. However, Turner is still just 22 years old. Jones left in free agency, paving the way for Turner's snaps to increase in his second season. The Vikings remain big believers in his long-term upside. If Adolfo Mensah regrets the process that led to that pick, he obviously isn't going to say so publicly. Oh, do you think so, bro? Do you think so? I love these questions where you go back because I'm pretty tough on myself, he said. When you're trying for self-improvement, holding yourself to that standard. We all have a little voice that says we're good enough, and I'm not scared of questioning that voice every now and again to be really hard on myself because I know exactly why we did those things at that time. Also knowing at that time, you don't want to be planning to pick in the top of the first round. So are these opportunities available for you in the future? Are we going to be able to pick a player like Turner in the future if we're the team that we think we can be? Those are all things that went into the calculus. Ultimately, don't know how that answer is going to work out, but looking back on it, we feel good about that exact approach and that exact thought process. If Turner pans out after a slow rookie year, no one will end up remembering the picks they gave up to get him. If he doesn't, the aggressive process will remain a talking point for a while, especially if the Vikings don't get much out of their 2025 class. Well, duh. People waiting to talk, you hear me? We know that. People waiting to talk say, oh, Dallas Turner a failure, Dallas Turner a failure. Of course, it could go either way. Once again, that's for every player, every situation. He can be great, he can be piss poor, period. Average, jag, just a guy, all that. So who are they kidding? It can go either way, duh. I think Dallas Turner will be just fine. He will ball next season, period. Heavy, bruh. Hey, DT, prove them wrong, dog. Shut them up. Make them eat their words. That's what I'm talking about. This to you directly, homie. You hear me, big dog? They disrespecting you, homie. Doubting you, dog. saying the Vikings should regret drafting you. Putting words in the Vikings' mouth. Posting it on ESPN. Sports Illustrated, dog. You hear me? One of the biggest sport networks, publishing groups, magazines in the world, especially the world of sports. You hear me? Come on, Dallas Turner. Prove them wrong, dog. Make them eat their damn words. Make them shut up. Make them wake up. Huh? Make them believe, bruh. Period. They trying to throw you out of there already. Throw you out the gate already. Not even giving you a chance. Huh? Not even 2 years in, my boy. Disrespecting you. Disrespecting your name, your gameplay. Your skills. Huh? Come on, bro. If you ain't turned up, DT, you ain't got a chip on your shoulder. Hope you ain't comfortable, bruh. You got a lot to prove, homie. But you can do it. Oh, yeah, you can do it. Zone the hell in, man. Man, fire them comments up. Tell me how you feel about the video, bro. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, huh? Big SKOL here. Man, SKOL Vikes wouldn't lose a draw forever. Yeah. Hey, we run the North. Believe that.